we're going to talk about this. And I'm tired of this whole rejection BS. Because I just watched Brother Cartel. Now, I agree from when you got the Pharisee part, but I don't agree with the out of pocket behavior because I'm going to explain in this whole video and how from what I gathered, I don't know what happened in the first part of the video before she started recording. I just know there was a problem, but to me, she looked like she started the bullshit, and I'm going to tell you why. And I don't care if you don't like me, if you don't like my own take on the commentary. You can go somewhere else.
Bitches nowadays can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like.
Let me ask you a question. If you don't want to be, if you know, based on the type of environment you're going to, especially around a certain time of the day, if you know that just what type of people you're going to come across, then just stay your ass home. I am tired of you broads with this delusion. I can go whatever I please, and nobody should say nothing to me unless I like what I like. That's not the real world. He, on the other hand, we're gonna get to you in a minute. But I am tired of
bitches nowadays can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like.
Wait a minute. Why would you call yourself the B word? I need to understand why in the French toast would you call yourself the B word? You looking all you're thirst trapping in public. But because you don't like the type of dude who you attract. Let me say this. Just like you see certain type of dudes, you women are freaking hypocrites. Because a lot of you ladies, you see a certain type of guy, y'all don't know how to act your damn self. You really don't know how to act. But if a dude was going to talk to you a certain way and start putting you on blast, you call him sassy. Y'all the ones who can't. It's like the dude could be in a whole. You know this man is in a committed relationship. You even know, some of y'all know that he's married. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn. Most of y'all don't. As long as he got this, as long as he's tall and he got a certain type of, he look like he got money, y'all put up with anything.
Bitches nowadays can't even take their shoes off inside. Bitches nowadays can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like this talking to me.
What do you mean, nigga like what?
I said, get the fuck out my face, right?
What do you mean?
Now here's the thing. Why escalate the situation? Now I don't agree. Some of y'all say she don't have to be nice. Okay, guess what? She don't have to be protected. And she could deal with whatever repercussions by escalating the situation. She's not afraid of this man. She is not, first and foremost, she don't fear him. If she wanted to be with a bear, she would have went to the forest. Obviously, she's looking for a baller. Okay, that's her prerogative. But if you want to act all extra and out of pocket, we're talking about social etiquette. And I don't want to hear nobody. I know Cartel got his own opinion. Some of y'all got your own opinion. Here's the facts. You can't complain about people being thirsty if you're thirst trapping in public. Same with dudes who be out here balling. You can't talk about women and you out here looking on. You know how men thirst trap, right? See, this is what I'm going to talk to you fellas. You know you thirst trapping. You pull up in a car that you can barely in your car note is off. It's crazy because you're trying to attract some hoes. You understand what I'm saying? And then you want to talk about these women being gold diggers and you thirst trapping and calling these women shallow, superficial. You should just judge me on my character. French toast out of here with that BS. I'm tired of both parties, both men talking about judge me on my character. Okay, if you're all about character, then why are you looking all glossy, glam? Let me say this: if this man looked like a LeBron James, if this man looked like he got out of an Aston Martin Jaguar, I'm telling you, her tone will be different. Especially if he got rims on the car and it's all lit. You know, you got the ice blue interior lights. Let me tell you this. He got a nice suit. I'm talking about he got the most expensive. She don't even know this man can probably be a football player. He can probably be an athlete. She don't know what this man got going on, but because we judge people based on what they look like, good and bad. I don't think she's trying to leave out the club. Look, if you're trying to leave out the club in Houston or whatever city you are, whatever major city that you're in, keep stepping. Unless there's something wrong with her shoe. And I'm like, dude, buddy, bruh. Now, look, this is a narrative that she's trying to, I think she set him up. Because to me, while I sit there, she just keep walking. You know there's security around. Just keep stepping. Or just don't say nothing. Just why is she trying to escalate the situation? She's not in no danger. So, because she got a TikTok. Trying to push a narrative.
Bitch ass nigga, get the fuck out my face.
Was that necessary? Okay, you can say whatever the hell you want. Okay, there's consequences to whatever you say and whatever you say. Okay? Your decorum, your behavior, the way you communicate, this is not rejection. This is complete escalate. I want clicks of views. And it's like, why set them up to record? Some of you Gen Z women are funny. You Generation Alpha heifers are funny. You want to try to clown him and do all this unnecessary shit. But let a man do something like that. Y'all want to call him sassy. Let a man judge you and slut shame you in public or cook you on your baby hairs, your looks. You're crying. Why are you trying to act all aggressive? Let me say this. If I don't want nobody talking to me, just keep it moving. Don't say nothing. Don't escalate the situation. Just be a lady and just move. I'm telling you, if she was a lady and just being all polite about the situation, and I don't think she was polite. I'm sorry. Look, Cartel can have his opinion, but I don't think she was polite. I know how, look, this heifer is looking for a baller. But she don't even know if she's talking to one. This is how funny you are with women. This is how funny most women are. I bet you if this man had gaiters on, I bet you if he had a suit that looked like an expensive ass looking suit, if he looked like a baller with some gold chains, and he had that little swag, her tone would be different. Y'all can call me corny and lame all day. If I wanted to switch up, now, let's just say this. Me, I just, shoot, you don't even have to approach a broad. This is why a lot of men don't approach women at all. You don't even have to, you could just stay to yourself and she'll be confrontational. Well, why are you staring at me? Even though she is trying to get your attention. You are in a no-win situation. What Buddy should do, passport, get your passport. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I said, get the fuck out my face, right? Now they can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like this talking to me.
What do you mean, nigga, like what?
I said, get the fuck out my face, right?
What do you mean?
Bitch ass nigga, get the fuck out my face.
What you mean? Like, I'm bugged. What are you talking about? What do you need, baby? I don't know.
Nigga, you got 3.5 seconds.
Wait. And now she's gonna try to act like communicate an aggressive. I don't know what she's trying to communicate. Why call a bitch ass nigga and all? Well, it's unnecessary. If you don't want this man talking to you, well, we're going to just talk about how she should do her part. She could have just walked away. If she would have had that feminine energy, I guarantee you. Let's say the dude invaded her space, it will be checked. But see, y'all saying she don't have to be nice, she don't have to be respectful. Well, guess what? Whatever happens to her, no man owes her protection, no provision, no problem solving, no helper if she chooses to be a damsel in distress. That's fair as fair. Now, buddy, dude, you have two options. You could just leave with your dignity, or you could say some slick ass shit and walk the fuck away. You can roast her. See, she's lucky that some of y'all, the way y'all talk to me, a lot of you lovely ladies on this app, the way y'all talk to me, you wouldn't say that to my face. And even if you did, I got a slick ass mouth. I can roast you. We can have a roast session. And I bet you money, with my fat ass. Now, if the man was smart, he should have roasted her on her dry, crusty ass feet. That's a sonic boom. Brothers, look at her feet. You don't have to be a feet man like I am. If you start roasting her and bashing her and teasing her about her feet, I bet you it will humble her. I promise you will humble her. You say something slick, now you could have checked, hey, don't, but she start, if she could have look, let me tell you something, man. Young man, if she is recording you, record her back. She got ammunition. Record her back and get the hell on. Is she gonna be disrespectful? You could have just called her F you, go to hell. I hope you get unalive from cancer. You could have just said all that and just walked away, or just walk. Why are you even having a conversation with her is beyond me.
For this high heel going your motherfucking eye socket.
Or my eye socket. Why
Oh my God. So now you're gonna communicate a threat, even though he's just running his mouth, which I don't understand. But okay, you're gonna communicate a threat. And let me ask you something, Jazz. What if this man actually honors your threat? What you're gonna do? I know you ain't got no poom poom. I know you ain't got no pum pum. Let me say this: if she had a pum pum, I bet she wouldn't be. Most people who are responsible and mentally sane, a little sane with the pum pum, you're gonna do your damnness, because people carry weapons too. They don't have to carry a pum pum. They can carry some mace. They can carry a Sharpie, a sharp object. If I know I got that on me, and if I know I'm trained in martial arts or some type of fighting style or trained to fight in the streets, do you know what people do? They try to get the hell on, because they know if you push that person who's trained in any type of fighting, martial arts, kickboxing, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, or they know they got a pum pum tune, and they got a weapon on them. Let me say this. You try to avoid that person because you know if you got to pull out that or use your hands and feet as weapons, especially if you're trained, because if you're martial arts trained, military trained, any type of training, it can be registered. Your hands and feet are registered as weapons if you got that type of training. If you know you're trained like that, you try to get away from that person because you know you can go off. And you don't want to deal with law enforcement. You don't want to try to get, even if you had the money to bail out, you don't want to try to get a lawyer, get an attorney. You don't want to oh my God, what I got to do so they don't bury me underneath the jail. You do everything you can to avoid that consequence of repercussion by de-escalating the situation. And she's not doing that. Buddy should just like, bro, you're wasting your time. But we got to focus on y'all because y'all talk about black women need protection. Y'all talk about you afraid of men. I don't care how thirsty the ninja is. The way she ain't going to get no support. I'm just going to let y'all know, by the way she's carrying herself, you can say she can say what the hell she wants. Okay, if Buddy starts bashing her or picking on her and taunting her and roasting her or say something about her fake ass eyelashes, body shame her, what have you, slut shame you, what have you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, he's mean, like you females do.
Do you think I'm playing?
I ain't worried about that, man. You talking about outside of that, man. I ain't tripping on that.
Okay, but if I say get out my face and you ain't got out my face, why the fuck you...
That's not the don't try to flip the script. If you said a bunch of other stuff that you shouldn't have said, it was just get out of my face, you could have left too. Okay? You could have walked your ass out there too. You could have walked away from him too. If you would have been had that feminine, you know how to be a lady, but you don't know how to be feminine. You could have pulled out, I'm a passport, bro, and I said this is why a lot of you American BWs are trash. And you could have left it out there, and she would have argued you would have just walk away. Now she trying to grab you, you gotta say yo. But see, you're still in the wrong for even checking her on her out of pocket behavior. I don't care. Just because a man approaches a woman or says hi doesn't mean he's thirsty. First of all, this is natural for both men and women to be thirsty for one another. It's called biology. Why are we why are we shaming people for being attracted to the opposite sex? This is why I know there's an agenda for us to not. There's a homo agenda that's being pushed, especially on women more so than men. This is why we have the so-called gender war, and y'all ladies started it. I don't give a damn. Y'all pushed that feminism BS, granocracy. Y'all started that BS, not the men.
In my face.
Because I'm trying to figure out why you trying to be so hostile all of a sudden.
Because I don't want to talk to you, bro. Look how close.
Dude, first of all, ma'am, he's not even close to you. If you don't want him to talk to you, you want him to get out of, you leave. You said you was leaving the establishment, but dude, why are you even trying to prove yourself to her? And if she's disrespectful, why would you want to, why are you trying to reason with somebody like this? She's a narcissist. And dude, in a way, you're starting to you're trying to convince her to what are you doing, bro? Both parties are out of pocket, but she's way out of pocket for escalating to violence. He did not threaten her with violence. I don't care what the reason was. She's not in no immediate danger to even threaten with violence. I don't care what y'all say.
You are to me.
I just walked up.
You been walked up, nigga. I said get the fuck away from me 3 times.
I ain't been doing
And you're still here.
Oh, let me get this straight. I don't believe that. Now, I honestly don't believe that. Now, even when I watch Cartel's commentary, I don't believe that. I think she just didn't like the fact that he was around. But just because a dude is around you in a club, that doesn't you own the club because you don't like the way he look and the way he dressed. Okay, fine. Why don't you just move away from him? It'd be one thing if you actually have proof that he was following you around or something like that. But if you being all enticing and shit like that, you don't like the fact that he was standing around and you feel like he was trying to do. Maybe he was waiting for somebody. You're kind of outside the club. But I don't want, buddy. You should just. If she talking crazy, you just leave. You just acknowledge, you check the disrespect and leave, or you just leave. But my thing is, if she so out of pocket, you could have just shut her down. You could have recorded her and talk about this is why a lot of these black B-dubs are trash. This is the problem with you could have got content yourself and roasted her and talked about all the fake shit she got. There's nothing appealing about this broad. And she got a boy body. Now y'all will say, well, she's in shape. Nah. Just because somebody is skinny like that don't mean they're in a healthy shape. Let's just be real.
Fuck up and keep walking.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to talk.
Ma'am, follow your own. Well, instead of telling him to keep walking, you keep walking. Because obviously you don't fear this man. Obviously you just want some drama. That's why you recorded.
No, I don't want to talk to you. Bye. The fuck, weirdo. Your mama, nigga.
Look. That's like again. You're trying to provoke a reaction. You're trying to promote an angry response. You can tell she got some type of pookies. See a lot of you black hoffers, you black hyenas, and this is a hyena. Y'all like them type of dudes who will hit you upside your head. Unfortunately, you don't like what he got on. Okay, maybe look. I don't know why Buddy is not dressed up for your respectability politics or why he's not dressed with the appropriate attire. Look, if that's what you're going to base him off, obviously you ain't looking for no, dude, Buddy, she ain't looking for no relationship. She ain't looking for a date. Most females, she should be looking for a husband. But most females around that age, especially the college age, early undergrad college age, they're not looking for a husband. They've been programmed by feminism. They've been programmed by strong and independent, don't need no man. Look, obviously she was probably raised by her hyena ankle ass misandrous mama. She was probably raised by, but she didn't have a father in her life. More than likely. And if he was in her life, even if they were not living in the same house, he failed her. And I could tell a lot of you girl that's let your daughter talk shit to you, have an attitude. If your son was acting like that, you would have clotheslined him. You would have checked that shit. But because, she's my princess, she can do no wrong. That's the problem with a lot of you girl dads. But when I say that, y'all slam me. Because a lot of you men, y'all know, y'all talk all this red pill stuff, but you don't mean what the hell you're talking about. I live it. I live the black pill reality as well. Why is she trying to tell him to leave when it's a public place? Okay, if you don't want him standing in your presence, you don't own the club. This is not your house. This is not your property. The man is not even blocking you. You can walk away. You can walk here and here. And I bet you can walk through a sausage of simps and they will make sure you're good. Probably put their lives on the line, their health on the line, risk their body, risk their freedom, risk their life for you. She could have done that too. Why don't she go?
Your mama, your daddy. I can't hear what the fuck you're saying. Pussy, you're mad because you got rejected?
Ma'am, you were just out of pocket. This is not rejection. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't even know what the hell rejection. How many times do I gotta keep pulling the goddamn dictionary, y'all? I'm gonna have to just. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute.
Yeah. The fuck? Ugh, bitch, I hate coming out. I'm going the fuck back.
Then stay your ass home. Why do you go to a place? You got women who get off to just turning you dudes down. That's why it don't pay for you to be thirsty. This is why you don't put no woman on no pedestal. You gotta ask a lot of you men gotta ask yourself, what can she do for me? She's looking for a certain type of She probably got kids. I bet she got kids. that she's not that her mamas are and the families and her parents are raising. Usually the mother is raising that. I mean, I bet she got kids from two or more and she got two different baby daddies or more baby daddies. Don't be fooled. Yes, I've seen it. I came across that. You think because she looks a certain way that she ain't got no kids. You guys gotta pay attention, man. All this content on here about red pill, men going their own way, true force loneliness, black men vent. You know the pioneers for y'all to make the content and get paid for it, which was not the intention. You know the content, the manosphere that is actually that is affecting the political system, the politics, and the policies, and it's being reformed, and how women, the feminism and the misogyny is a problem in this society.
Inside forever, but
she just wanted to clown this man. This woman was not afraid of him. But dude, it's like, if you know you're being recorded and she's trying to set you up or try to antagonize you, you know she's trying to use that as a weapon against you. Now, if you fall for it, that's on you. Now we're gonna hold on. Now I want you to look at this, okay? Okay.
Rejection.
The dismissing or refusing a proposal idea. She did not do that. She did a whole bunch of out-of-pocket, disrespectful, escalating, confrontation, and provoking. And she put herself in danger. I'm sorry. Look, you don't know who you're talking to. You got a lot of women who think they can talk to anybody, not just men, but women any old type of way, and there's no consequences because they've been sheltered. They've been coddled. Now we're gonna look at this. Excluded, denied, disregarded, lending feelings of sadness, shame, hurt, universal experience. A lot of you women y'all can't handle that. That's how y'all respond. Like when a dude that you want don't want you, like the high value men. Anytime a man says he don't want a single mother and he's a single childless man, now look, even if the man got kids himself, look, the men choose who they want to marry. You choose who you want to sleep with. Unwanted. To me, she declined his alleged advances. But to me, we're gonna.
some bitches now that can't even take.
Look. Dude, look. Again, you ain't missing nothing. If her baby daddy didn't want to stick around, why are you trying to check for her? God, man, you men got on. But she's an attention hoe. She likes to cause conflict. This is like ever since the brick lady Rada Osmond came on the scene. You know these women have been milking this whole thing and trying to.
I want you to get this so terrible. You see the police giving me a ticket. I don't give a fuck. I want you to. She causes drama. Why? Look. This is. Now, I don't know if this is actually a skit. She causing drama. I don't know why the cop wants to be in it. But see, again, this is where we come to. This is where we're coming to. Like, again, she wanted to crash out for views. This is why I said these women are not afraid of men. Unfortunately, that could have went all the way left and all the way right in where she could have been harmed. And I wouldn't feel bad. I don't want to hear, because you women have bragged about unaliving men. You advocate violence towards men. You talk about certain men don't get to reproduce. Certain men should die alone and stuff like that. Y'all talk about aborting unborn baby boys. Y'all have advocated and even laughed and called BMs, black men, bullet bags, and laughed at us getting unalived and harmed. And wrongfully, and talk about we deserve to be falsely accused of RAP, all types of horrific shit. So to me, y'all women want to be attention whores. Okay, I'm gonna give you more attention by stitching the video. Good day.